Play and Apple Store.
Hello and welcome to Marketing Edge on TV, Nigerians' leading initiative in the business of brand management and the management of brand business. It is a 30 minutes wholesome package that comprises brand news, branding focus and industry conversation, all in a mix encompassing thorough and in-depth or aimed at promoting the brand idea. OMOBOLANLE Abikele Mafru.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand idea.
Good to have you back. First on Marketing Edge on TV is brand news, where we bring you the latest occurrences around brands and in the field of marketing, advertising and communication in Nigeria and around the world. Now on brand news. White Square, one of the largest international creativity festivals in Europe, covering the entire spectrum of the communications, marketing, branding, and creative industries, has announced the 2023 jury, with John Ajayi, publisher, CEO of Marketing Edge, on board of the jury. This year, 4 lineups of the international jury, represented by experts with worldwide recognition in the advertising industry, numerous awards, and experience in judging prestigious creative festivals around the world, will evaluate the entries. The high level of judging, professional competence, and impartiality in the evaluation of entries are one of the strengths of White Square Festival. Participants are welcome to submit their entries online till 28th April. Entries are accepted in 205 nominations in 8 categories. Latest industry report has revealed that the global soft drinks market size, valued at $416.19 billion in 2021, is expected to expand at a compound annual growth rate of 5.2% from 2022 to 2028. According to Grand View Research, one of the world's largest and most trusted business intelligence-enabled database, various determinants such as rising disposable incomes, changing lifestyle, and a growing population are factors expected to promote market growth over the next 5 years. It adds that North America contributed the largest market share of above 35% in 2021 and is forecast to witness a compound annual growth rate of 4.0% from 2022 to 2028. Asia Pacific is forecast to register the highest compound annual growth rate of 6.2% from 2022 to 2028, as countries such as China and India are positively contributing to the market revenue. Persistent forex crisis and rise in inflation has taken a toll on retail spending in Nigeria, with the smartphone segment seeing a more than 32% fall in demand during the last quarter of 2022. According to a market analysis by the International Data Corporation, Nigerian smartphone markets declined by 32.1% year-on-year in the fourth quarter of 2022 due to sustained high inflation and shortage of US dollars in the country. While this is a concern to stakeholders in the sector, given Nigeria's placement as a leading smartphone market in Africa, yet the dip is not isolated to Nigeria alone. Other major markets in the region also recorded a fall in demand, with Egypt leading the pack with a more than 56% drop year-on-year. Technologically savvy bank Wema has opened registration for the 4th edition of its hackathon, Hackalix, an initiative which is positioned to be the largest campus-based hackathon in Africa. Theme Reimagine, Hackalix 4.0 will help young talents bring their game-changing ideas to life by providing a platform where talented individuals can collaborate to create innovative solutions to real-world problems. Speaking at the press conference in Lagos, the Executive Director, Digital Services at Wema Bank, stated that the future of tech in Nigeria now depends on the next generation of brilliant young minds.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand idea.
Improved household hygiene is essential to keep your family safe. Did you know that the sodium hypochlorite, the active ingredient in hypo bleach, is equipped to fight viruses and germs? Add some bleach to water, soak a clean napkin in diluted bleach and wipe off germs from common contact surfaces. Wipe off with hypo. Disinfect your home with hypo bleach always.
Endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
Where's Glory?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hello? Where Glow now?
I thank you.
Don't Glow, don't go village. Tell all our customer.
Everybody pay attention. See, now Glow berekete 10x. Now they dash me 10 times the credits when I load. Or even summer me double data join.
Yeah. Wait, so with 1.5 when they give all of us, so you they enjoy up to 15,000 naira credit and data.
And I say I never finish you. See, now say we enjoy if I join Glow berekete 10x. When I go get 1,000 naira welcome credit. You just carry your phone, dial *777#. Finish.
Correct.
Glow, you don't win. You don't do.
Una see dey here. Hello, please, I'm looking for Glow. Please save now Glow be dey fine. Now Glow be dey go. Okay, so
enjoy 10 times the value of your recharge on Glow Berekete 10X. You also get 1,000 naira for calls and data and double data bonus on your subscription.
Improved household hygiene is essential to keep your family safe. Did you know that the sodium hypochlorite, the active ingredient in hypo bleach, is equipped to fight viruses and germs? Add some bleach to water, soak a clean napkin in diluted bleach and wipe off germs from common contact surfaces. Wipe off with hypo. Disinfect your home with hypo bleach always.
Endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Now on branding focus. The key to constantly shifting consumer behavior is search data, and brands that have their finger on the ever-evolving trends can beat their rivals with it. However, all too often such data is overlooked as a key weapon in brands' arsenal. As search engine optimization, SEO professionals are increasingly enhancing what Chief Marketing Officer CMOs can learn from raw data. They are also identifying behavioral indicators, not just trading on the surface meaning of user search terms. Through search, brands have access to a wealth of unbiased, unfiltered data about their audience. Not only can it tell CMOs what consumers are in today, it can also predict the trends of tomorrow. To make sense of the consumer's journey, brands need lots of behavioral data, and marketers must start making such data part of that. Since the advent of digital, consumers have increasingly shopped in a non-linear fashion. In fact, their journey to purchase has not been a straight line. They might enter via one channel, drop out for a week at a time, only to return and buy via a completely different channel. Through identifying patterns in search history, customer terms and intentions can be mapped alongside consumer trends to gain insights into the behaviors that drive prospects to purchase. Research has shown this to be true across a whole range of sectors and sales opportunities. What's more, Google has continued on to this new era of search data value and is turning its focus to behavioral insights. The fundamental question is, how reliable is this data, and what's the best way of getting the best from it? With huge volumes of data on offer, it can be hard to ensure it is being utilized effectively. There are swaths of touch points and customer interactions to take into account, and the data must be managed properly to achieve the best insights. Understandably, marketers can fall into the habit of starting with the data and looking for the insight. It's imperative, however, to define what a CMO wants to know first and then go looking for it within the data. And such data will help to provide unfiltered insight into what consumers really want. When I was branding focus, next is industry conversation, where we have interactions with men and women who have been at the forefront of the strategic positioning of brands. Well, this week we have with us the head of strategic growth and partnership, Zedi Africa, Omobolale AKINGBALA, after this break.
Why you they treat me like say I know important? You know the rate waiting I be to you. Clean me up, treat me well. No be just do the dump and go. You need to show me that you care. Oh yeah. Because no matter where you go, no matter how we be, I go always there for you. Anything where you drop or whatever you think, oh, I cannot give it back for you. All I ask in return is that you treat me a little better with eyebrow. Toilet cleaner, my hygiene now your own no eyebrow. Toilet cleaner, it's a win-win for me and you, so make we win more.
Times 10. Get a Glow SIM today and enjoy 1,000 Naira sign-on bonus for voice and data. All new and existing Glow subscribers also get 10 times the value of their every recharge, plus up to double their data recharge as bonus. All Glow subscribers also get up to free 20,000 Naira bonus for voice and data.
Improved household hygiene is essential to keep your family safe. Did you know that the sodium hypochlorite, the active ingredient in hypo bleach, is equipped to fight viruses and germs? Add some bleach to water, soak a clean napkin in diluted bleach, and wipe off germs from common contact surfaces. Wipe off with hypo. Disinfect your home with hypo bleach always.
Endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Hello and welcome to Industry Conversation, a segment on Marketing Edge on TV, where we have interactions with distinguished personalities in the business of brand management. Well, today we have with us the head of strategic growth and partnership, Zedi Africa, Omobolale AKINGBALA. So pleased to have you on Industry Conversation.
Thank you.
Such a great pleasure to have you. So we've seen a drastic shift in the last 1 year in the entire marketing ecosystem. But I'd like you to give us an assessment of what it is like for the Nigerian integrated marketing communications industry.
So thank you for that. So I like to think that in Nigeria we like to be in tandem. We like to be in step. So if things are happening globally, we have an idea and we are trying our best to match up or keep up. So I won't say that there's a lot of, there's a chasm of difference in terms of awareness of what is trending globally. Perhaps we're just working our way towards it. So yes, Nigeria is doing very well in terms of being aware of global trends, of course, matching towards it gradually. So yes, trends happening, have been aware of it, and we are gradually stepping up to it and as well.
Okay, talking about trends, we've seen a lot of drastic shift in that space, in the space of technology, and how it is changing the entire business landscape, from the way we used to know it. But talking about trends, what would you say are the current challenges and opportunities that we can,
So first is I would think that the trend is how, of course, post the lockdown and COVID-19, what we have as digital transformation has made many things to change and shift. So people's how they expect to be served, what matters to them. People want brands to not just sell to them. They want brands to matter, or to have their voice to matter in things that matter to them, things that are larger than life, things that add to general well-being of people, or that makes the world a better place. People are demanding of brands to start to have their voices vocal in those spaces as well. So of course, as well, tech, AI, tech innovations, of course, as well. So yes, in marketing space in Nigeria, we are beginning to see brands, customers making demands of brands to have their voices heard in maintenance. We had our own version, of course, as well in Nigeria, stemming from 2020, in October, where the demand on brands not just be on the sidelines, be part of it. Let us, if you want to buy or you want my money or you want to share my wallet, I want your voice in what matters to me as well.
Okay, in terms of growth and profitability for businesses, what would be your assessment of the entire, ecosystem?
So yes, I would say that there has been an increase. There is an increase in the awareness of the value or the relevance of marketing to assist brands to grow and expand. So yes, that in terms of increase in marketing spend, that's very, very, 2022 was north of $95 million in terms of marketing spend in Nigeria. And there are postulations and predictions of it going to up, leapfrogging to say 200, 240, 250 billion dollars in terms of marketing spend. So that is a big deal. That means that brands are listening. The relevance of value of marketing, marketing as an investment towards growth, and that is very telling of good things to come.
Okay, so what can you identify as the new frontiers for the marketing communication industry in the era of digital revolution?
So the biggest one which is global, which is the customer experience, making it more immersive. Yeah, so of course, trends of AI and AR, helping people to not just see but experience outwardly experiences in wanting to touch with the brand. So there are brands in Nigeria now that offer strictly experiencing the brand through AR or AI, and making their brand also incorporating technologies into the brand experience. Their brands either have QR code before you can shop now. You want to have a QR code, show you a 3D version of what the brand looks like, the look and feel, twist it around. So all of those innovations are coming into our kind of marketing work in Nigeria here, and that is enriching the customer's immersive experience.
So how is it impacting on the growth of the industry?
So what is it? How it's impacting is that it's making professionals more aware of what is possible. So there's always been that mind blocker of, because we're in Nigeria, some things are not possible. So then I say, let's think Nigeria or let's be realistic. So that limits it. So I think suddenly we are going to think some things are, it's possible to make things happen even here in Nigeria. It's possible to not restrict the brand experience of the customer in Nigeria too. So that I think for me, in terms of the industry, it has been the minds of the marketing professionals in Nigeria that is shifting towards, things are possible. We can do more. We can push, like you always say, we can push the envelope. We can make things happen. So that for me is what I'm saying.
Another shift, again, you highlighted is the shift towards digital, using new technologies.
Yes.
So what would you identify some of the new innovations in the tech space when you talk about marketing communications?
Of course, the one that is popular and trending now is AI. They say ChatGPT, But more than ChatGPT, there have been really big innovations. For example, simple things that make not just marketing work, but work in the office more productive. Simple things like Firefly app that help you to, if you're in a meeting, you plug it, it attends the meeting like a fellow person in the meeting and records and helps to transcribe the meeting for you. It's an AI, done. You have apps that help to take voice to picture. So that way is impacting things like looking for stock images. It's impacting things like looking for stock audio to make your video. Looking for apps that can help you to do your work better and help you to manage your resources while finding innovation ways to still do work. Yes.
Okay, so how are practitioners and professionals responding to all of these changes?
I'm very proud of practitioners in the industry. We are very quick, and maybe because there's more pressure on us to prove the value, because we've come to accept on ourselves that the cross-market say, you guys are a cost center. I'm sure everybody working in that industry, we've seen that and we cringe because it's like a stigma on us that we're a cost center. We are the money spenders, and because the value of what we do is not exactly like sales, where it's instantaneous, where whatever you put in now is what you get. So that shift in how marketers have grown in the confidence of how to prove the value of what they do and how to communicate the value of how what they do can help the business, to communicate more confidently and to be able to sell your ideas to management and businesses more I'm really proud of us.
Okay, you've spoken well about the impact of technology.
Yes.
But I'd like you to give an assessment of advertising spend last year.
Advertising spend last year, I think that, in my own opinion, from what I've seen, I won't say what I've experienced in my own company, so I would say that there has been there has been an uptick in marketing spend from the growing tech industry. There's a knowing now that we no longer have to build and the customer to come. There's now the understanding that it's important for us to put the marketing team to help us understand how far can we reach with what we're building. So that has made it to spend more in terms of both for digital marketing, for programmatic ads, placement ads, putting more efforts into and also creating content. So of course, much more than, of course, not just investing in marketing, but also investing into the creation of content that helps to sell the story of brands more. So I would say that there has been an increase in more than before. There's an understanding of the value of marketing and ROI now. So there has been it's better than what it used to be. So I think it's a gradual progression.
Okay. Talking about ROI, you just mentioned a return on investment. What do you think marketers can do to leverage multi-channel platforms to deliver well on clients' expectations?
So of course, it's going to help even not just the clients, but even the marketers themselves to be able to, because very key, especially in the markets in Nigeria, is to build trust, believability. People are jaded. People are reluctant to trust because, one, the background is that money is scarce. So for everything I'm putting into it, I need to trust that I would get the value of how I'm satisfied in what I'm getting. So that all of that spirals into how we're able to say, help the marketers to say, how do I make sure that what I'm saying is consistent across platforms? So how marketers are able to do that is understand, first of all, the crux of it is in what context, what does my consumer view as value? How do I say it when we say it, the consumer perceives value immediately? And so how do we say it consistently at every touch point? So of course, it's once you're able to say that, like they say in marketing, moment zeros is a lot. Moment zero is moment where whether you are in the store or you are online, moment where you and the brand is hitting to interact. That's moment zero. To buy or not to buy, to listen or not to listen, to watch or not to watch. That moment zero is where we are. So consistency of message at every point of moment zero is what builds and builds and builds to help the brand to solidify in the mind of the consumer and in essence increase share of wallet.
I'm also curious to find out what will be the likely trends that will shape the marketing communications industry this year.
So first is as a stakeholder in the industry when it comes to marketing talent, what I see first of all is the increase in demand for marketing talent. So not just those that are advertising, but marketing talent across board. We've seen that uptick in our services. People are demanding for specialized marketing talent. SEO writers, technical writers, those who ensure from marketing acquisition to retention, that entire tandem. So whether you're creating content or you are scripting content, you are designing content, you are aligning with the customer, you are interacting with the customer, all those different roles are beginning to come out and shape out. And so the demand for marketing talent as how it will impact the growth of businesses and customers adopting a brand is going to go on a very high side. That's what I've seen. That's the first thing. That's marketing talent. Also is the place of appreciation for customer feedback. That's another trend where brands understand, and I'm telling in Nigeria, that they want to change the perspective that we're not listening to our customers. So brands are very key on how do we let the customer know that we are here for you, we will listen to you, we want you to talk back to us. That is also changing. So there are more things like what they call conversational commerce, meaning how you incorporate chat boxes, how you incorporate WhatsApp chat to help customers that we can get to you what you call always on advertising. That we are always available, where you are in our DM to social media or you are chatting with our chat box on WhatsApp, we are always available to you, and anywhere you go to, you can reach us and we can get back to you.
Thank you so much for being part of this conversation. We hope to have future conversations with you. Yes, your time will let us.
Definitely.
Thank you. So that's it on Marketing Edge on TV. Do well to join the same time for another interactive time. I'm Ogalia Bikele Mafru. See you again.
Every major news story is with many perspectives and layered with different levels of impact.
Hello. What time did this happen? We will be right there.
At TVC News, we follow the big and major news, gathering the facts, witnessing the outcome.
I am here live at the aftermath of the approval of the new national minimum wage.
We are TV Station of the Year, not just for breaking news, but for being first, fair and accurate. TVC News, first with breaking news.
Have you been thinking of where to acquire knowledge without stress and inconvenience? Then what are you waiting for? The National Open University of Nigeria is the place to be. For up-to-date information about the National Open University's programs and activities, join me, Lulu Bankong, on NOUN Update, showing on this station every Friday at 12:30 p.m.
Maya Angelou was a civil rights activist, poet, and award-winning author known for her acclaimed 1969 memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, and her numerous poetry and essay collections. Angelou was born on April 4, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri. Angelou had a difficult childhood. Her parents split up when she was very young. Around the 1960s, Angelou lived in Ghana working as an editor and a freelance writer. Angelou also held a position at the University of Ghana for a time before she joined a community of revolutionist returnees exploring Pan-Africanism and became close with human rights activist and black nationalist leader Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. In 1961, Angelou appeared in an off-Broadway production of Jean Genet's The Blacks with James L. Jones, Lou Gossett Jr. and Cicely Tyson, and went on to earn a Tony Award nomination for her role in the play Look Away in 1973 and an Emmy Award nomination for her work on the television miniseries Roots 1977, among other honors. Angelou's career has seen numerous accolades, including the Chicago International Film Festival's 1998 Audience Choice Award and a nod from the Acapulco Black Film Festival in 1999 for Down in the Delta. She published 7 autobiographies, 3 books of essays, several books of poetry, and is credited with a list of plays, movies, more than 50 honorary degrees, and television shows spanning over 50 years. She also won 2 NAACP Image Awards in the Outstanding Literary Work Non-Fiction category for her 2005 cookbook and 2008 Letter to My Daughter. After experiencing health issues for a number of years, Angelou died on May 28, 2014 at her home in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. In May 2021, it was announced that Angelou will be one of the first women to be commemorated with a new series of quarters from the U.S. Mint.
There is always more to a story than the screaming headline. The part of a story that is not told casts a shadow. It's like the part of an object that is not reached by light. On TVC News, I'm able to explore the many angles there are to a story, talking to stakeholders, asking the difficult questions, and digging for facts. I believe the viewers are able to make a better decision if they're well informed and understand not just a part, but the complete story.